Hey y'all.
Hey.
Hey, you want to come help me with the clothes?
Yes.
All right, you guys can come help me with the clothes, okay?
Yes.
All right, let's go. Hey guys, it is wash day for me. Um, Today I really want to talk about um this detergent I use, just in case somebody asks. What do you use? Because people always asking questions. So this is what I use. I've been using this for maybe a year, maybe a little over a year, maybe 12, 13 months. It hasn't really been that long. So that's what I use. And I just need 1 cup. That's it. So I want to talk about tenderness in the scalp. I hear a lot of people say that they have little tenderness in the scalp. I didn't drop this thing in here. I hear a lot of people say they have tenderness in the scalp. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that today. Soon as I catch up on my laundry, all right, I'm going to catch up on my laundry. So that's what we're going to talk about today. All right. So one more thing that I use is this. I've been using the sanitizer since November, so it hasn't really been that long because I think this just came out. So I'm going to pour just a little bit in here, and this helps to sanitize the clothes. And this is some powerful stuff. I love this stuff, y'all. I really do. And it works on all clothes. It's not just for white or light clothes. You can put it on dark, light, whatever, because it doesn't have bleach in here. See that? It doesn't have any bleach. All right. So I am going to finish up down here. This is my second load. I'm done with the white. Once I'm done, when I put my colors in, then we'll come up. I have to do my hair because my hair is tied up right now. Do my hair, then I'll come back in front of the camera. It's about 9:50 in the morning. So yeah. So let's just see what the rest of the day will bring. Okay, so just coming up from the basement, almost done. Just put my last load in. So today I am going to talk about tenderness in the scalp. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get this camera right. I don't want all that light. Okay, all right. That look a little better. Okay, I want to talk about tenderness in the scalp. What may be the cause? So there's some things I'm going to name, and I'm going to tell you what to do about those. Okay, so here we go. Soaps, shampoos, hair mask, conditioners, water, your comb, your brush. Yes, your comb and your brush, how you handle them, how you use those. Metal, okay? These things can be the culprit, all right? Especially if you don't have the knowledge. Now, I mentioned soaps, shampoos, and conditioners. Now, when we choose products to use, especially if we're putting it on our skin and our hair, we really need to look at the back of that and find out what's in there. Don't just pick things up because you see so-and-so using them, okay? Read the labels. Whenever you buy something, I don't care if you're eating it, I don't care if you're putting it on your skin, read those doggone labels, okay? See what's in there. Now, if you're picking up products that have sulfates in them and proteins in them, and you're using these products on a weekly basis, this is going to do some harm to your scalp and your hair over time. And this is the cause of your tenderness. So if you have a shampoo that has sulfates and also proteins in them, it's time to change your shampoo. It's time to change your conditioner, your hair mask. It's time to switch it up and change it up. Go for protein free or use organic, okay? I also mentioned metal, and you may be saying, metal, what in the world? Metal, you know the hair clips that we use to beautify our hair? I used to use those all the blessed time, all the time. Every once in a while I still do, but those metals, clips, are made of things like zinc, copper, and other things that may be causing your scalp to be tender because you have a sensitivity of whatever they make that with. So you have to be careful. I also mentioned water. Now, we all know that the water systems are polluted everywhere. It's not just one city. It's not just Wisconsin. It's not just Flint, okay? It's everywhere. It's not like it used to be when God created this earth. We don't have pure nothing anymore. The earth is moaning and groaning because of sin, and it's just corrupted. So we don't have fresh water like we used to have anymore. So your water can be hard. And what's in the water? Pollution, chemicals, and chlorine deposits. So you have to be careful. So whenever you are washing your hair, make sure that you get yourself a water filter. Now, I talked about water filters months ago, last year. I'll leave that link down here below so you guys can take a look at that video, okay? Invest in a water filter. If you cannot invest in one, then ask your landlord. But if you own your own home, like my husband and I, we got under sink water filters a year after we moved in this house. Okay, we got one for the sink. We got one for the shower. So you really have to invest in that. This will help to purify your water so your hair over time won't become tender. Hot water, pollution water will also, make your scalp and your hair itchy and tender. All right. So you have to be careful. I also mentioned combs and brushes. It depends on how you comb your hair and brush your hair when you're detangling. I see people on YouTube you have to be careful with that because you are affecting the follicles in your hair, in your head. Once those follicles are infected, okay, they become tender, all right? And this is what makes your scalp tender. So you have to be careful. Be very gentle when combing and brushing, detangling your hair. All right. Once you have done that, when you're done with everything, make sure that you wash your combs, your brushes, your hair clips, everything that you use doing your hair. Make sure you wash those on a weekly basis so it can be fresh and anew for the next week. Your scarves, all of that, because it can get built up, and you study putting that stuff in your hair and it's built up on there and it's getting on your scalp. Over time, it's going to get tender, all right? It's going to get tender to the touch, okay? So you want to be careful. Now, there are some things that you can do if you are experiencing some of that right now. I mentioned those. You can do that, okay? But here's another solution. You can use essential oils, okay? Essential oils are amazing for soothing the scalp. Lavender, okay? Tea tree oil, rosemary oil. These oils are very essential to use. You can dilute it. Don't use undiluted essential oils because it will cause the problem to get worsened. You want to dilute it with the oil. Sweet almond oil is a great oil to dilute your essential oils with. Excuse me. Sweet almond oil is a great oil to use. So you're going to take each oil that I mentioned, the lavender, rosemary, and tea tree. You're going to take 6 drops of each oil to maybe 4 ounces of the sweet almond oil. And you're going to use 6 drops of each and use that. And then use that on a regular basis until your problem is dissolved. All right, resolved. Okay? And this will help. All right? So I want to thank each and every last one of you. My battery is dying. I want to thank each and every last one of you for watching me. And I hope and pray that you had a wonderful New Year's. And I hope and pray that the Lord will bring prosperity to you and your family for 2020. I really do. All right. Thank you guys so much. And if it's the Lord's will, you will see me in the next video. Thank you and God bless you.